Out of the experience of Ghana, what do you want this new framework for climate finance to deliver for you?
To what extent institutions like your own, the IMF and the World Bank, can become bridges for countries like my own to be able to access these funds. Historically, the monies that we have access to have been the most expensive monies in the world. We are the poorest people on the globe. And when we borrow money, we pay more for it than those who have money. And it can only be reversed if the World Bank and the IMF become this catalyst for being able to access the large monies that are out there.
And we are ready and willing to play our part, including making a contribution in the new financing framework.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Look, what are the messages you want to bring? And out of the experience of Ghana, what do you want this new framework for climate finance to deliver for you?
So thank you very much indeed, Kristalina. I don't know whether you're responsible for the panel, but I'm grateful to be a part of it. Thank you very much for it. And also, of course, to our hosts for bringing us all here together and the work that they're doing. I think there are two or three things that, for me, are critical. First of all, the sums of monies that are required by the vulnerable. There are 56 countries involved in the Climate Vulnerable Forum, which at the moment Ghana chairs, but which is going to be chaired very soon by Prime Minister Mia. We now have an independent secretariat, which is hosted in Accra, and the former president of the Maldives, Mohamed Nasheed, is the one who's going to be the new Secretary General. So we're going to have a formidable leadership, Mia Motley and him, to carry on the work of the thing. I think the first thing is recognize the scale of the problem. We're talking, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke about it when he spoke, and we're talking about trillions of monies that are required for the transition to be effective in the vulnerable nations of the world. It is now clear to all of us that that money cannot come from taxpayers' monies in the West. It can't come from public monies. It has to come from the private sector, where the trillions of monies available in the globe are. And I think that that points to one immediate solution for us. To what extent institutions like your own, the IMF and the World Bank, can become bridges for countries like my own and the vulnerable countries to be able to access these funds. Historically, the monies that we have access to have been the most expensive monies in the world. We are the poorest people on the globe. And when we borrow money, we pay more for it than those who have money. That is a situation that has, and it can only be reversed if the World Bank and the IMF become this catalyst for being able to access the large monies that are out there. And I think that for us, from what we have seen in Ghana, is something extremely important. That is one of the important decisions that have been taken by the Climate Vulnerable Fund, which Mia Motley and Nasheed are going to carry on. The second, of course, is the issue of the voice. Yes. The decision that has been made by the IMF to have this third, as it were, voice for us is a very welcome one. But we want to see that trend carried across all the global institutions, that there is now an effective representation of those who have not been represented before, especially the Africans. Because if decisions are going to be made of the magnitude that now has to be done, Those who are affected have to be there to be able to make sure that the decisions are the right ones that are going to be made. So that's the second and absolutely key aspect. And thirdly, the mindset. We've lived so far on the assumption that some people have to be poor for others to be rich. That mindset is what is at stake in the whole climate discussion. Because for it to succeed, for us to be able to make the transition that will enable all of us to live in this planet in an equitable and successful manner, we all have to see ourselves as part of one family. That has not been the picture up till now. Are people now prepared to recognize that we can create a world where there'll be prosperity, will be even and broadly based? If that is possible, then the mindset that will allow us to make those decisions will also have to change. I think that these are the three, for me, the three institutional matters that we have to look at.
So the message is a better world is possible.
It's possible.
That is.
There you have it, guys. Our African leaders are really trying their best to manage Africa's challenges as much as they are. And when we show these speeches here on this channel, we actually encourage to share our thoughts in the comments. And so whatever it is you guys think about these speeches, please do share your thoughts in the comments.
Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please share and like and subscribe, because that's the way you support Kwazemi as a channel, an Afrocentric channel, where we try to understand deeper issues in African history and hopefully develop a collective intelligence on how we wish to build the Africa we want to see as people of Africa. See you in the next one.